Oh, hamburger juice. It's your boy, Smoke Screeners Prime. I'm here. Man, this figure took longer than any of the others. This is why I don't mind paying the extra whatever amount for shipping from overseas, because at least when I do that, I get them in a reasonable amount of time, under a week. This figure they said was in stock, and I'm so upset that I canceled my order at Big Bad and with Entertainment Earth, because it took a little over 2 weeks to get here when it said it was in stock. Man, that is just crazy. But anyway, I'm glad to have this figure. This almost rounds out my Thundercats. I only need Snarfer, but officially from the Super 7, I need a Snarfer and a Snarf, and I believe those two are going to come in a pack. But I have a Snarf to stand in, and it's not it's an actual Snarf that you can use, not the Snarf from the new Thundercats, but a regular Snarf. So if I'm not making sense, just look on the gram, look at some of my other videos, and you'll see the Snarf. But anyway, glad to have this guy. I'm even more glad that he has light up eyes. Very glad about that. Summoning eyes. We need, again, I'm going to keep on saying it, we need summoning eyes for all of the Thundercats. And I will say this, if you didn't get Groomed Destroyer, then you're not going to be able to recreate him, like making the sword, reforging the sword, because with Groon you get the broken sword of omens from when Tugmug did that. So just a little nugget in case you're trying to recreate that from having the broken sword, then this part and all this and that. But anyway, let's open up Bengali, because he completes the trio of Thunderians, again not including Snarfer, but he includes the trio of Thunderians, which is Linkzo, Pumara, and him, Bengali. So let's open this bad boy up. Now, we'll say that this guy was more expensive back in the day and extremely hard to find. So he looks great. He looks great. I see like one little blotch like under the neck, but it's something minute. But as you can see, he has a bunch of different hands. He has but he has a fisted hand each side. He has gripping hands. Gripping hands, 1, 2. There's 3 right there. And here's another one. Here's another one right here. So he has 4 gripping hands. Then he has the 2 hands that's kind of like clawing, grabbing, choking, scratching, whatever you want to call it. He has those. Then of course he has the Sword of Omens. After he started fixing it, that's why it's this color, which I think is that's pretty cool that they did that. He has, I forget what this doggone thing is called, so please forgive me. And I also forget what the metal is called that they use to forge the Sword of Omens. For some reason I want to say ooh, but I don't think that's it, because that's what Thor and them, but I can't remember what it's called. But that's cool. That's on there. It stays in there. And they also have one that you can put in their hand to hold as well. I'm just gonna put this up here, and you have this stand where you can put the sword on top of while he's doing some work. Well, again, the one thing I'm glad they didn't skip out on is the light up eyes. They look good, so hopefully they go back and give up some more light up eyes, because it's crucial. But let's look at the head sculpt of Bengali. It looks good. The symbol, the Thundercat symbol, looks good. There's a little blotch right here. This is all together. You can't pull this off. If you did, well, take that back. It's loose enough. Okay, you could. I wouldn't want to chance it, but you could if you want. It has this little strap right here to put the hammer in. The hammer of Thunder, I believe is what it's called. I have to double check. All in all, the figure looks good. Let's see if we can put this hammer in there. Hope I put it in the right way. I think it goes like, I would, oops, hold on, let's see here. Or does it go like this? I can't remember how it goes. I don't think it would go like this. I don't think. I thought it went like this. I gotta double check. If it did, this right here needs to be thicker. Probably have to heat this up so it can go down more. I cannot remember. So I'm gonna have to look at videos of the cartoon to double check to make sure if that's the right way or not. But let's look at some size comparisons. Super 7 figure, so you know how the movements are. Don't need to go through all that, but let's look how he compares. So we'll start with Tigra. As you can see, they have a lot of similarities. In the cartoon, Tiger called him brother and everything. Not exactly sure why. If it's just because he's a tiger and Tiger's a tiger. But anyway, you can see there's a lot of similarities. But in the face of Bengali, you can see where around the forehead and coming down over the cheeks and over the nose, the lighter blue covers where Tiger has the orange, but then he has almost like quote unquote spots around the eyes and around the mouth. And then the stripes are thicker on Tiger and not as much compared to Bengali. But if you look at their feet, these pieces of the boot, they're flipped. So the pointy part is up on Bengalis, and on Tigers they're down, and the circles are bigger on Bengali than they are on Tigra. So the body is similar, not the same. His body is stockier and more bulkier, but you can see how they are similar. So we got Lionel over here bringing the broken sword of Romans to Bengali to fix, and you can see Lionel is bigger than Bengali. Again, so as I said before, Bengali is more stocky and bulky. Lionel is bulky but taller than Bengali. So here are the Thunderians that became Thundercats, and as you can see, I had to bend Pumara's legs to even get her kind of close to the height that she should be, and she should be a little shorter than that, but it is what it is. But other than that, they look good together. The final, once again, I need Snarfer, but for the actual Super 7, I need Snarfer and Snarf. But I have a Snarf, and you will see at the end that he fits in great. But again, to have them all here, it looks great. It looks great. Bengali fits in great, perfect. So I have to say, I don't really like how they did his summoning eyes. It is totally different than Chitaras and Panthros. Let me zoom in. So there's his, and you can see like the black streaks for the cats. And then if you look at Chitara's, it's different. It's a little different. It's more like colored compared to his. If you look at Panthros, same way, it's more colored. So again, glad to have him, but just little nitpicks, nothing major to fall out over, but again, glad to have summoning eyes. Alright, let me swap these heads back, and this one is not hard at all to pop off. Mine is kind of lean to the side, the peg, but it is still easy to pop on. So here's a shot of Bengali attempting to fix the Sword of Omens after it was broken by Tugmug. Giving Lionel back the sword. So again, this looks pretty nice the way they did the sword after it's been reforged, showing that it's hot and that it needs to be cooled off to be back to normal. So here is a shot of everybody. Mumra, Groom, Mumra the Ever Living, Ma Mutt, Jackalman, Slive, Monkeyin, and all of the Thundercats, including Snarf, but I need Snarfer. And then I will be totally complete with the Thundercats. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I never thought I'd be able to complete the Thundercats like this, because back in the day I just had these originals. I had Panther, I had Lionel, I had Snarf, I had Chitara, Tiger, Wily Cat. I did not have Jaga, I did not have Pumara, did not have Linkso, did not have Bengali, and I did not have Snarfer. Well, what I had for Snarfer was, back in the day, they had a smaller Snarf that was a pencil holder. And I used that as Snarfer because it was smaller, and I think a lot of people use that as well. But as far as the Thunderians that became the Thundercats, I did not have them. And I am almost complete. I am very excited. And I just got a notification that my Vulture is about. Vulture has been shipped. So, little heads up for y'all. If y'all order Vulture, he's on the way. So, like a fat kid in dodgeball, I'm out, baby. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thundercats, ho!